this is Jeremy from My Mother's Daughter Hand Spun. In this video I'm going to demonstrate a little bit of how I control color when I'm spinning. So this is one of my bats from my own shop at Mom's Daughter Hand Spun on Etsy. And you'll see that I have a lot of purples and oranges. There's some greens in there, and it kind of has potential to get real muddy if you're not careful. So when I'm spinning an art bat, I really like to core spin. I feel like that shows off the color a little bit more, keeps things from getting lost in the twist. And I have a particular way of doing things when I'm trying to control the color that I want to show the most. So you'll see here I'm spinning clockwise, or I believe that's an S twist. Feel free to comment if I'm wrong. I always get those confused. And I have found just through trial and error that whichever color or add-in or thing in the art bat that is on the right side of the bat, so in this case you'll see it's kind of a yellow and a pink, that's what's going to show up the most in the twist. So if there's something coming up that I really want to show off, like you'll see here I kind of have this chartreuse color and I really like that and I want it to show, so I'm going to make sure that that is on the outside to the right if I am spinning clockwise. If you're spinning counterclockwise, I think it would be the opposite, but I don't spin that way typically, so I'm not 100% sure about that. And now, so you'll see, I have some purple from over here, but my green is really showing. Now it's moving to pink on the outside right edge, and so that pink is what's going to show the most. So if I decide I don't want that pink, I want this blue down here, then I'll switch it so that that blue shows a little bit more. And there are times when, say, I'm working with a purple and I see an orange kind of coming up and I don't want that purple and orange together because it'll kind of look muddy, then I'll flip it one side or the other so that what's on the outside is going to show the most. So like say here I've got purple, pink, and blue, and I really want that blue to show up, so I'm just going to pull it to the outside right edge and draft it out so that my blue is what is showing the most. So this might be common knowledge for some folks. It's not something I've ever had anybody teach me. Of course, nobody's really taught me anything. I've taught myself. But I've just found that that's a really good way to make sure you have some control over what is showing the most in your spinning. So here I'm coming up on, I've got these Cormo locks here versus some wool top here, and I really like that texture, so I'm just going to flip it so that that's on the outside right edge, and then that's what's going to show the most. The same goes with these threads. I want them to show instead of getting lost in the twist. I'm going to make sure they're on the outside right edge. And of course that outside right edge is for if you are spinning clockwise. It would be the opposite if you're spinning counterclockwise. So I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, please leave a comment, ask questions. You can email me at mymothersdaughterhandspun@gmail.com. Also check out my Etsy shop at Mom's Daughter Hand Spun on Etsy. And you can also find me on Instagram at My Mother's Daughter Hand Spun.